Watching a relationship grow increasingly one-sided can push anyone to their breaking point. This is Natasha Kyler, and you are listening to Micro Musings. Hey, so if I'm being real, I never thought I'd share this poem on here. At the time of writing, everything was still very raw and happening in the moment. And recording, the feelings are less there, but it still hurts. But they say vulnerability is key to good poetry. I want to say there's not much to say about this poem, but I could make a PowerPoint on the situation. Truth is, I was overly invested in a situation that quickly became one-sided, and the other person had a weird way of making sure I knew it was one-sided. So when I was coming to the realization that it was time for me to stop being delusional, I wrote this. Was I overthinking? Maybe. Was I being dramatic? Not at all, surprisingly. All in all, I couldn't be too upset because I knew what I was getting myself into, and I rationalized it by saying it was for the content, which worked because here we are. It sounds worse than it is, I promise. Without further ado, here's the poem. I'm sorry I let my feelings show after you said you were emotionally unavailable. They poured out of me because I felt safe, leaving me open to disappointment and vulnerable. But I told you I was a lover girl, just wanting to give. Truth is, I would like to receive for once, with dreams of hearing you say that you would want to see me only if you called me for once. Silly of me to think your good morning and good night texts actually meant something, when I know that you only like that I want you, enjoying my infatuation and attention as you breadcrumb me off a cliff, knowing how rare love like mine's is, because I go all out for those I care about. This is Natasha Kyler, and you are listening to Micro Musings. To read more of my poems, visit my website by clicking the link in the show notes. If you enjoyed today's episode, please feel free to share it, and if you enjoy the podcast overall, leave a 5-star rating. Please follow or subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast so you don't miss a single episode. Until next time, with love, always, Natasha.